Have tonight two villains. We have a heroine. And if you like, when you see the heroine, you can put your hand on your heart. We have a hero. Not very smart, but he's definitely a hero. And that music, you'll hear the same villain music for the villains all the way through today. Last thing, please turn your cell phones off. We have ways of shaming you on Facebook. So turn your cell phones off and have a great play.
You look like the best riverboat captain on the entire Mississippi, Father.
Well, thank you, my dear.
And how do I look?
You look beautiful. The very image of your dearly departed mother. I wish she was here to see how the lovely lady you have become. She would be so proud of you.
I am sure she is looking down at us and is proud of the both of us.
Even though I took you out of boarding school and used this money to invest in this business venture?
I know Mother would have supported you, as I do.
Well, I took every penny and I put it into this riverboat. It'll be the maiden voyage of the mighty Mississippi. What if something goes wrong?
Do not fret so, Father. I am confident Mother is looking out for us, and everything will be just fine.
Your words lighten my spirits, child. As you know, your mother and I went to great effort to increase our social standings so that you could marry well. Several of our passengers are going to be of high social standing, and it's time for you to be finding a husband. Therefore, we have to introduce you in the proper social circles.
I understand, Father, and I will do my best to present myself as a proper lady at all times.
I have no doubt that you will. Dear, look what time it is. We must get ready to shove out to St. Louis. Line.
To check on the kitchen stove.
Oh, yeah. I have to go check on the kitchen staff, and then I want to make sure the men are getting ready to board.
Well, a proper lady can still check on the kitchen staff. I will take care of that whilst you address the men.
Just installed, and crewman Jonathan Smith, reporting as ordered, Captain.
Well, just on time. Listen up. I want this to be a high-class operation. I want you to tell the men there will be no swearing, spitting, or drinking. Is that understood?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Good. The passengers are to be treated as honored guests. The first-class passengers are to be catered to at every event. Is that understand?
Aye, aye, Captain.
We have promised the passengers 5 days to St. Louis, guaranteed or your money back. We are going to keep that promise. Is that understood?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, both of you go and escort the first-class passengers to their cabins and carry their luggage. Mr. Stoller, address the men and then report back here for baggage duty.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mr. Smith, report to your station. Passengers are starting to board.
Aye, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
Got me a
Well, if it's not my old friend, Vandal Van Lynch. How are you, my man?
Very well, my friend, very well. This is most unexpected. I was hired by a rival riverboat captain to make sure this boat does not reach St. Louis in 5 days. I had not expected my old friend to be the Capitan. He is one of my better references, a good citizen. This could be a very distressing job for him. So, coming up into the world, I see. Capitan of the riverboat. Wunderbar.
Moved up further than that. I am the owner. It took everything I had, but my dreams have been finally realized.
Such a short dream, yeah? More like a nap. I am so happy for you, Capitan. And what have we here?
This is my daughter, Modesty. She is just out of boarding school. Modesty, this is Vandal Van Lynch, an old friend of mine.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir.
Nine. The pleasure is all mine. What a delectable morsel she is. This is much better than I could have expected. Once I have ruined her father's business, when she is destitute, I will swoop in and rescue her from a life of poverty. I certainly hope we will have the opportunity to become better acquainted on this trip, eh? Some of the stories I could tell you about your father, you would not believe.
Oh, really?
Just remember, Vandal, that I could regale some embarrassing stories about you also.
Oh, please, don't remind me, Capitan.
We must catch up later.
Indubitably.
Father, are all your old friends so...
Prosperous?
No, that is not the word that...
Gregarious, prosperous, and fun to be with?
Those are not the words I would use to describe him.
Well, I know he's a little rough around the edges, but it could be because of his German accent. Come to think of it, I think he would make an excellent suitor.
Oh, no, Father. Please tell me you are not serious.
Well, what's wrong with him?
I do not wish to speak ill of your friends, Father, but I was hoping for someone a bit different.
Someone who is different? In what way?
Well, someone who is younger, someone who is noble and honest, loyal and brave, strong and handsome, someone who is... Who is this handsome stranger? heart is pounding. I feel dizzy. Perhaps I'm seasick. But wait, the boat is steady, and we have not even left the dock.
Who is this vision of loveliness standing before me? She is truly an angel. Does this mean I have perished? Ouch! No, I have not perished. There is still a breath within my body. Except when I gaze upon her.
Someone who is what?
What?
Well, the last thing you said was someone. Are you feeling all right, my dear?
Oh, I will be fine, Father. As a matter of fact, I think I will be wonderful.
Of course. If not this trip, the next trip or the one thereafter, we will find you a possible suitor.
I can scarcely believe my ears. Such a beautiful woman. And she's not already spoken for? How fortunate can one man be?
Had an impeccable character and high social standing?
All right, there is one thing to surmount. While I do have impeccable character, I am not a man of high social standing. But I will not let that deter me. I will win the captain over with my dedication to duty, my hard work, my loyalty, my bravery. In other words, I'll just be myself.
We can talk about this later on, but we must get ready to shove off.
The wheels are set in motion. The man I have hired to do the dirty work is already on board. And if all goes as planned, I will witness Steerwell's downfall with my own eye. Now, to see if this clever disguise works, that poor fool will never realize that it is I, Blithely Cheatham.
Welcome aboard. I am Captain Steerwell, and this is my daughter, Modesty Steerwell.
Pleased to meet you.
And you are?
Oh, I am not anybody.
Nonsense. Everybody is somebody.
Dagnabbit! Although I worked really hard to put together this clever disguise, I forgot to come up with a fake name. I must think quickly. I see where the confusion lies. You thought I said I am not anybody. What I said was I am not Hani, Badi. My first name is not Hani. My last name is Badi. My grandfather was a Sioux Indian.
Yes, how fascinating.
Fine. How? Oh. How?
Well, we have several shuffleboard clerks.
I meant I am part Indian.
Ah, of course. You enjoy your trip.
Father, on the subject of suitors,
Well, I know he doesn't fit your qualifications, but we can talk about this a little later. We have more passengers boarding. modesty, Steer.
I am the Poshmores. I am Priscilla, and this is Reginald. According to your advertisements, you offer the finest first-class amenities of any riverboat on the Mississippi. Is that true?
That is correct.
And what of your claim that you also offer the finest meals?
Madam, our chef just graduated from the recently opened Cordon Bleu in Paris, France. And our meals are equal to any of the finest restaurants.
Well, I'll be that.
Oh my!
Is that?
Oh, that is the one and only Heart of the River, commissioned by Louis XV. Not to be confused with the smaller and less valuable Heart of the Ocean, commissioned by Louis XVI, a pale imitation.
Gadzooks! I did not realize that the Poshmores would still be talking to the captain. If they notice me following them, they may realize that I am here to steal the heart of the river. I must act casually.
Is there anything that you need? Let us know, and it will be set right.
Thank you. Oh, he insists on carrying his briefcase wherever he goes. You young men may get the other bags. Come along, Reginald. I just wish I hadn't let you talk me into traveling light.
Welcome aboard. I am Captain Steerwell, and this is my daughter, Modesty Steerwell.
Oh, thank you, Captain. My name is Maleficent Cyrene. Perhaps you have heard of me?
No, I am afraid I have not.
Excellent. I was afraid that word of my exploits might have preceded me. Oh, well, that is just as well. I prefer my privacy whenever possible.
You can be assured that our passengers' privacy are the most important and comfort to us.
That is so wonderful to hear. Now, if you will excuse me.
Of course.
I wonder if the captain knows that his daughter is in love with the help. If time permits, I may join with those two to tone my temptress talents.
Father, could we talk about possible suitors now?
Well, we can talk briefly, but we must get ready to shove off.
What if, for the sake of argument, I found a suitor who was everything I could dream of, except for one teeny tiny little thing?
Well, what would that teeny tiny little thing be?
Suppose that teeny tiny little thing was that he was not of high social standing.
What do you exactly mean by that?
Suppose he was a hard-working man with a good job.
Well, if he met your qualifications, then I might consider him, but he would have to prove himself to me to get my blessings. And then it would depend on what type of job.
Suppose he was one of your crew.
One of my crew? You haven't met any of my crew.
Oh, no, not him. The other one.
Oh, Justin Stoward.
Justin Stoward. What a manly name.
Go get the band to play. We must shove off to make St. Louis in 5 days.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mr. Smith, make ready to sail.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mr. Stoller,
Mr.
make ready to sail.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mr. Stoller,
Captain.
I'll be watching you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose the trip so far has not been entirely intolerable.
Yes, dear.
And I must admit, the meals today were quite excellent.
Yes, dear.
Oh, Reginald, stand up straight. You're slouching again.
Yes, dear.
You do not want to become a hunchback, do you?
Yes, dear. I mean, no, dear.
Ah, I just cannot wait until we get to St. Louis. I know the Carnegies are going to throw us the most amazing welcoming party.
Yes, dear.
Of course, I'll have to go to Fifi's and get a new dress. I simply have nothing to wear.
Yes, dear.
Oh, another one. Reginald, you know I cannot stand the smell of cigars.
Yes, dear.
I shall wait for you in our stateroom. Hurry up with that dreadful thing and come along when you are done.
Yes, dear.
I have been shadowing these two all day. I thought the old shrew would never leave him alone. A man who cannot stand up to his own wife should be easy to bend to my will. Excuse me, handsome. I could not help but notice that you do not have a match. Maybe I could light your fire.
No, you will ruin it.
But I thought you wanted to smoke a cigar.
Gracious, no, I cannot stand the things.
Well, then why, pray tell, do you have one?
My wife cannot stand them either. This is the only peace and quiet that I get. I've been using this same cigar for the last 3 years.
It would appear that he is craftier than I thought. No matter. He is still no match for Maleficent Cyrene. Well, if I were your wife, I would treat you the way you deserve to be treated. I would not leave you alone for a second. Why, a strong, handsome, a virile man such as yourself must attract the attention of every available woman around.
One would think so.
I would treat you the way you deserve to be treated. I would dote upon your every word. I would support you in your every action. I would fulfill your every heart's desire.
You would?
Of course, my dear boy. I would bow to your every whim and treat you like a king.
It's good to be the king.
Oh, and I bet you would be a most wonderful and generous king, would you not?
Yes?
Mm. And as your loyal subject, I would be most grateful if you gave me a certain favor. I would give you the royal treatment.
Reginald!
Oh, curses! Just when I was about to reel him in. This is why I despise working on boats. You can never get too far away from the old ball and chain.
Reginald!
What was that, dear?
Reginald! Reginald, what is taking you so long? And who is this woman?
I was taking so long because I did not have a match. This woman is a passenger who is passing by. I asked her if she had a match, but alas, she did not.
Well, you would have no time to smoke that wretched thing now. We agreed to play whist with the Remingtons. Come along. I do not wish to be tardy.
Yes, dear.
Come.
Well, at least I was able to lay the groundwork. I still have 4 days to work my charms on him. In the meantime, his every waking thought will turn toward me. For after all, there is no force more formidable for fervent fascination than forbidden fruit. Soon he will be begging me to accept the heart of the river as a token of his esteem.
Gadzooks! I did not know she was on board. I must not let her know of my plans, yeah?
Yeah. Gadzooks! I did not know that he was on board. I must not let him know of my plans.
My Liebchen, I did not know you were on board.
Oh, darling, what an unexpected pleasure. Mwah, 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 mwah.
And tell me, what name are you using?
Maleficent Cyrene, and you?
Vandal von Lech.
Oh, Vandal, how wonderful to see you again. What have you been up to?
Actually, I have been sabotaging the pressure gauge on the main boiler. The way it reads now, it will take us 6 or 7 days to reach St. Louis. Yeah. Oh, and the master stroke is, the change in speed is so subtle, it will not be noticed until it is too late. Oh, I have not been up to too much. This is why I am going to St. Louis, to pursue new opportunities, yeah? And what have you been up to?
Oh, not much. I swindled a farmer out of his life savings. It was not much, but it was enough to buy a ticket to St. Louis. I have used up my welcome down south.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
But you surprise me, Vandal. Normally you plan 2 steps ahead at all times. Is it that you do not trust me?
Meine Liebchen, of course I trust you. Don't be silly. I do not trust her. But you were always quite the planner yourself, yeah? Perhaps it is you who does not trust me, eh?
What, you silly man? Of course I trust you. I do not trust him.
Yeah. Well, we have dinner one night and catch up, yeah?
Yes, yes, we simply must.
Ever since my shift has ended, I have been walking the decks of this here boat with hopes of finding my one true love, Miss Modesty Stillwell. Alas, it has been for naught, for even if we did get a chance to meet, she would not even recognize me. She doesn't even know I exist. I should sit down and think of a way to get her to notice me before we meet again. I'm going to sit on down and think about it. Perhaps I could throw my coat down over a mud puddle for her. You're that dumb. If we had a mud puddle on board this ship, the least of our problems would be muddy shoes. I have got to think. Perhaps I could get her a bouquet of flowers and some candy. No, we don't have a candy store on board this ship. I got it. I will win some sport or contest. Then she for sure will recognize me. Except the only problem is, the only thing we have on board this ship is shuffleboard. And that ain't very impressive. Sure would be nice if they had my favorite sport, pickleball. Wait a minute. Something is amiss. This boat is going slower than it ought. I had better get to the boiler room, make sure nothing has gone awry. Oh, yeah.
Finally, I have a moment to relax after running to and fro all day. I told Father I was coming up on deck to get some fresh air, but I was really hoping to see my one true love, Justin Stalwart. Alas, it is all for naught. Even if we had chance to meet, how could I get him to notice me? He doesn't even know that I exist.
This must be my lucky day. I have finished the job. Now I can enjoy this luxury riverboat. And what appears before me? Surely this must be fate. I will use my inimitable charm to insinuate myself into her good graces. And then, when she is destitute, she will more easily fall into my clutches. Yeah. Good evening, Miss Theodore.
Mr. Von Latch, good evening.
Well, since I am an old family friend, perhaps you could call me Randall.
Very well, Vandal.
And since I am an old family friend, perhaps I could call you Modesty.
This strikes me as overly familiar, since we have only just met. But I did promise Father I would keep an open mind. I suppose that would be okay.
Ah, danke schön, Modesty. And what brings you out on deck this time of evening all alone?
I was just getting some fresh air. Actually, I was about to head back to my room.
Ah, wunderbar. Perhaps I could escort you, yeah?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I would hate to inconvenience you.
Oh, but it is never an inconvenience to keep a young, beautiful, innocent girl safe, yeah?
This man's demeanor is most unsettling. But he is one of my father's old friends. Should I trust him? No. Should I beware his apparent advances? Yes. He is a foreigner. Perhaps I am misunderstanding his intentions. No. Should I trust in the kindness of strangers? No. Oh, woe's me, what to do? I thank you for your kind offer. I feel that we have been unchaperoned too long already. We will see each other tomorrow again. For now, good night.
Oh, Auntie, bitte. I did not mean to seem untoward. However, I was worried about your safety. These sailors are a dangerous breed. They are a depraved lot, with many unsavory desires.
I can assure you that none of the men that crew this ship are anything like you describe. My father would not hire such men. Now, good night, Vandal.
I can control myself no longer. I must at least kiss her hand, yeah?
No.
Unhand me!
Stop! I believe the young lady asked you to unhand her. I suggest you do so forthwith.
And who are you to be giving orders to me, you young whippersnapper?
I am Justin Starwood, the man who is going to give you a sound thrashing if I ever see you touch this lady again.
We shall see about this. The Capitan is an old friend of mine. I will see that you lose your job over this, you insolent cur.
My hero! You saved me from that wretched man.
I was merely doing what any real man would do. It was just fortuitous that I came along when I did. This is the second unfortunate event that I have prevented today.
Well, what was the first unfortunate event?
I had noticed that the boat was going slower than it ought. I went down to the boiler room and saw that the pressure gauge was malfunctioning. That would have added days to our journey. I fixed the pressure gauge and we are once again under full steam.
Well, that is wonderful news. Even if that horrible man does try to get you fired, once Father hears you saved both me and the boat, he would never fire you.
I was merely doing my duty. First, as a crewman, and second, as a gentleman.
And he is humble too. Will his wonders never cease?
Now, Miss Stillwell, I am going to escort you to your cabin, and then we must part. It would not be wise for us to remain unchaperoned any longer than that.
Look there, Reginald. They're loading more wood for the boilers.
Yes, dear.
Oh, it is so invigorating to watch men working. I mean, from a distance.
Yes, dear.
I cannot work with an audience, but how to get rid of him? Oh, wait. He was the one mooning over the captain's daughter. Well, this should be simple enough. Excuse me, sailor.
Ma'am,
I happened to notice that the captain's daughter needed some help back by the paddle wheel. Would there be any of you chaps available to help her?
why, yeah, I am available for such a duty. Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Ah, the love lorn. So easy to manipulate.
Well, come along, Reginald. We'll have a much better view from over here.
Rats!
Yeah, Capitan, well, you know, I'm so used to the kissing of the hand in Germany. Then when I felt her tug, I thought, oh, she's losing her balance because of the pitching. So I held on, yeah?
So it was a simple misunderstanding. I thought as much.
Well, until this brute of a sailor starts to question my noble motives.
Well, I will have a talk with the lad about making false assumptions, but I cannot be too harsh on him because he did save my bacon by fixing that pressure gauge.
Ah, naturally. I'm so happy that he fixed this pressure gauge for you. By the way, Capitan, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think this barbarian has designs on your daughter.
More like my daughter has designs on him.
Him? Her?
Well, I know he doesn't have high social standings, excuse me, and he did falsely accuse you. But on the other hand, he did save the boat, and I can't fault his instincts to protect my daughter.
Of course, Capitan.
Well, I will talk to the lad, but excuse me, I must check into the pilot house.
That was a close one. And this is a perfect example of why you do not allow yourself to be distracted by women. Huh? Either they don't understand you, or, even worse, they do understand you. Either way, you will be double-crossed. Guten Morgen.
How?
Well, the weather is nice and I am healthy. You know, if you have...
No, I meant I am part Indian.
Oh, how?
My grandfather, he was a Sioux.
9-9, I meant...
Oh, I see.
How?
How? You do not recognize me, do you? It is I, Blithely Cheatham.
Oh my, what a masterful disguise! But what are you doing here?
I wanted to see my rival ruined with my own 2 eyes. When is it going to happen?
Well, you understand that my first plan was thwarted by a meddlesome deckhand. Now, this was going to take several days. You will see, my new plan has a much more satisfying visual part to it, eh? In the dim light of dawn, I was able to sneak aft and sabotage the paddle wheel, yeah? Soon after we leave port, these paddles will fall off and we will be adrift.
I cannot wait to see it. That will teach Steerwell to charge reasonable rates for exceptional service. If he were to succeed, it would have ruined my business. I must go and find the perfect spot from which to watch the festivities. Yeah.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning. I do not believe we have been introduced. We are the Poshmores. I am Priscilla, and this is Reginald.
And I am Randall Von Lech. My goodness, what a marvelous necklace you are wearing.
Oh, this is
That is
the
for-
one and only Heart of the River.
Well, I am surprised that you are wearing it with all these sailors around.
Why? Do you believe I should be worried?
Well, I would be. You know, even among the passengers, they are not always who they say they are.
Oh, well, what would you do to keep it secure?
I would have the Capitan lock this in his safe, yeah?
Oh, that is much more secure than Reginald's plan. Come along. We'll go and speak with the captain at once. Thank you. Come on.
And then, when we are adrift, I will sneak up to the captain's quarters and I will steal this necklace. This will be a nice bonus for this job. I trust that my old friend uses the same combination still for his safe, yeah?
Thank you very much, Jonathan. That was excellent work. And we fixed it just in the nick of time. Thank you so much.
Just the man I need to speak to.
And I need to speak with you, Captain.
About what?
I had noticed that one of the paddles was loose. On further inspection, all of the paddles were loose. It would not have been long before they all just plumb fell off. So I grabbed Jonathan here, and we fixed them post haste. The ship is now ready to sail and shipshape ready to go, Captain.
Good work, men.
We were just merely doing our duty.
I would say that falls in the category of above and beyond.
Well, thank you, Captain. And you wanted to speak to me about something?
Well, that can wait. I wanted him to, not to jump to conclusions, but I want him to jump a little while longer. It's better to be safe than sorry. Men, suffering from both broken pressure gauge and broken paddles in 2 days is mighty suspicious. I checked every inch of this boat personally, and it was found to be in tip-top shape. I think we have a saboteur. But do not alarm the passengers. I want you to keep your eyes open for anything. If you find anything suspicious, notify me at once.
Aye, aye, Captain.
God, I'm gonna check the bulkhead.
Miss Steelwell,
Mr. Stalwart,
might I have a word with you, Miss Steelwell?
I should have a moment to spare, Mr. Stalwart.
Won't you please sit down?
Such a gentleman.
Now, Miss Steelwell, I'm afraid there is something I need to discuss with you. I could not help but overhear you and your father discussing a certain matter.
Oh dear, did he overhear me talking with Father about him? I pray not, I would be mortified.
Now, I must be honest, and it is with a heavy heart that I must tell you.
Why does he pause so long? The suspense is enough to put me in a tizzy.
That I...
These pauses cannot be good. I await his next words with dread.
am not.
He is not. My world is shattered. Just say the words and put me out of my misery.
Of high social standing.
Oh, woe is me. Wait a moment. What did he say? I'm so sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
I am not of high social standing.
Whew, that was a close one. Mr. Stalwart, what you overheard was my father's qualification for a suitor. We have since spoken and agreed that perhaps that is not the most important qualification for a suitor.
You have? He did? It is not?
Yes, yes, a most resounding yes.
Oh, joyous day! I feel a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Dare I continue? I said, dare I continue? I feel I must or I am going to bust. Well then, Miss Steelwell, may I ask your opinion about something?
You have my permission to ask me my opinion.
Okay, how would you feel if someone, that is someone you know of course, If that someone, well, in this case, that someone is me, if I were to consider, in a very serious consideration I might add, consider the possibility, with your approval of course, the possibility of asking the captain, well that is your father, but you already do that, asking your father if he may consider.
Please let him get through this thought before I become an old maid.
Consider giving me permission to court his daughter. Whew, that was easy.
Mr. Stalwart, my opinion would be that you ask him at your earliest convenience. Although I would take a moment to compose your thoughts on paper first.
You mean?
Yes.
Well, I must get back to my duties. I do not want to be derelict. But Miss Stilwell, I want you to know that my burdens will be light, knowing that I will see you again soon.
What a man. Mr. and Mrs. Poshmore, how absolutely lovely to see you.
Well, someone certainly seems in a good mood today.
That would be me. And how are the two of you on this beautiful day?
We are doing quite well, thank you.
I am so happy for the both of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go check on the kitchen staff. Have a glorious day.
I swear, Reginald, chattering with a girl young enough to be your daughter. When we meet with the Hillshires, I want you on your best behavior. Oh, if you must. But be quick about it and meet us at the shuffleboard courts.
Last, I thought that you would never leave him alone. Now I have but to make my little puppet dance. Your Majesty, I tremble with the anticipation of basking in your royal presence. I would succumb to your royal will if you would shower me with your largesse. Give me but one small token of your favor, like the necklace that your wife wears when she berates and degrades you. Place that one small token about my throat, and the keys to the kingdom shall be yours.
Oh, I could not possibly do that.
Why? Have I displeased you in some way, my liege?
No, never, quite the opposite. I am not able to because my wife has locked her necklace in the captain's safe.
Why did she do that?
I think she got the impression from Mr. Von Lech that it was not safe to wear it.
Mr. Von Lech? Wow! That dirty, backstabbing, double-dealing little Two can play at this game. I had but to bewitch one riverboat captain and toss this excess baggage. I see what was going on here. You were just toying with my affection.
I never.
Be gone from my sight, so that your visage may not remind me of the heartless treatment I received at your hands.
But
Be gone! Now to take care of Mr. Lunch. He thinks he can come in here and be all handsome and suave and charming and debonair and pull one over on me. I wonder if he followed me here. Oh, snap out of it. I will get that necklace and I will get the better of Vandal von Lech, or my name is not Maleficent Cyrene.
Anything?
No, you?
Nothing.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Out for a stroll?
Yes, and you?
All the same.
Oh, well, good night.
Good night. I am the king of the world!
And I am the queen of the world! Oh, Captain, I am so embarrassed.
No need to be. Passengers have been doing that for the last 2 days, and I have no idea why.
Oh, you know, Captain, I did not realize how big and strong you were. How handsome you look in your uniform. Why, Captain, whatever is the matter?
My dearly departed wife used to tell me how handsome I looked in my uniform.
You miss her terribly, don't you, Captain?
Yes.
You're a good man, Captain. Carry on.
Thank you.
Manipulating a man who truly loved his dear dead wife will just simply take too much time. I never will know when Vandal will strike. Oh, wait, but I don't have to get to the necklace first. I can wait for him to take it, and then just take it away from him. Oh, besides, it will give me a chance to see him again.
Finally, an opportunity presents itself, yeah? I thought that insufferable Justin Starwood would never stop his patrolling. But even he must eat. So, while he is on his break, I will put an end to this boat with this. No more drawn-out schemes. Direct and to the point. I will just light this fuse, and then my job on this boat will be over. I just light this fuse with a match. Just light this fuse here. Any match really would do. Just light this. Okay. I will go to my room, I will get a match, and I will come back and put an end to this boat, yeah? Why don't you have dessert, and I'll be back. Well, sit on down and let's take care of it. We can't afford to be one man down.
Thank you.
I still cannot believe that someone is out to sabotage our maiden voyage.
Justin!
Yes, I know. I know that's what the captain believes. And we cannot fault him for that belief. But it sure has been a strange set of circumstances.
Justin!
What do you want? Whoa! Okay, all right, yeah. Well, this certainly adds credibility to the captain's theory. I believe this is exactly what he would want us to report to him about. Come on, let's go find the captain. You still got something in your shoe?
Yeah, I got a rock in my shoe.
At last, my plan comes to fruition, huh? I need only to light my fuse with this match, and my job and this boat will be done, yeah? I just light my... But where's my fuse? And where's my dynamite? I'd sworn I put it just there. And that was the last of my dynamite. Finally, sympathy for the devil. Last, or lack thereof.
Thank you. Now you will not need to ask women of questionable repute for a match. Here, take it.
And that was my last match. Double blast. Now I must come up with yet another plan.
situation been explained to all the men?
Aye, Captain.
And they know they do understand that not to alarm the passengers?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Once the saboteur, no, I want patrols around the clock until the saboteur is caught.
Aye, Captain.
That'll be all, Mr. Stalwart.
Captain,
Yes, Mr. Stalwart.
there was one other matter that I wish to talk to you about.
And what is it?
Oh, okay, I was hoping that, what I wanted to ask was, actually, it's more of a request.
Has it got anything to do with the saboteur?
No, Captain.
Well, we can discuss that after the saboteur is caught.
Aye, aye, Captain. No! I knew I should have listened to modesty and written that down.
Perhaps I could do something with the rudder. Stop the ship. Nine, you know? Perhaps that steely thing up in the pilot house, yeah? Nine, that's been awkward. I could drill a hole in the bottom of the boat, yeah? Nine.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we seem to be traveling towards St. Louis. And curiously enough, we seem to be on time.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. And are you aware that there have been 3 separate attempts to stop this boat? All have been thwarted by sheer dumb luck.
I'm paying you for sabotage, not excuses.
Well, and don't worry, you will get your money's worth. Now, I admit that these patrols are making things more difficult. However, I will come up with a plan.
How? And Matt, how are you going to do it?
Oh! Of course, don't worry. I always come up with a plan.
See that you do.
This is a stumper, I admit.
Well, if it isn't my old friend, Vandal von Lech.
I'm not in a sparring mood tonight, meine Liebchen.
Oh, really? Well, this will be a first.
I have a lot on my mind.
Oh, well, anything that I can help you with? As if I didn't know.
Well, I don't think I can trust her, you know, but 2 heads are better than 1. Okay, so I was lying to you before. I am here on this boat on a job.
Yes, I know.
You know?
Yes, you are here to steal the necklace.
The necklace? What necklace is... Oh, that necklace, yeah. But you know, it was just a situational bonus to my job. How did you know about this? Oh, Wait a moment, you are here for this necklace, yeah?
Well, of course. I thought that when you told the Poshmores about using the captain's safe, that you were Well, wait a minute. If you're not here for the necklace, then what?
Sabotage. You know, money back guarantee, the boat stops, the captain is ruined, the usual thing. But I am sorry about this necklace. I had no idea.
You should be sorry. That was some sabotage ruining all my hard work.
Well, you know, if it wasn't for this Justin Stalwart, I would never have known about this necklace.
Justin Stalwart. What?
Yeah, Justin Stalwart. I sabotaged the pressure gauge and he fixed this. So I tried for the paddle wheel and he fixed this. He is not even supposed to be near the paddle wheel. I have no idea what he was doing back there.
Oh.
Oh!
I needed him out of the way. It was unintentional, I assure you.
So, who is the saboteur now, huh?
Well, that is very childish of you.
Now look, it seems as though we are stepping on each other's toes, yeah?
Agreed.
So, why don't we put our minds together and solve our mutual problem, yeah?
Just like the old days.
Yeah. Well, now that we have the anchor in place, are you sure that she got the note?
Yes, I gave it to her myself, but I didn't have time to read it. What did it say?
Oh, you know, rainbows, butterflies, all that sappy stuff. And then, urgent, I must see you. Meet me at midnight. Tell no one. The usual stuff. By the way, this plan you had to check the logs for Justin Stalwart's signature to forge the note was brilliant.
Well, I figured as long as I was checking the logbooks for the timing of the patrols, I might as well get an authentic signature. You know, he seemed like the type that might send her little notes and, and all that garbage.
Good thing we never went in for this folderol.
It is almost time.
Speaking of time, I will need plenty of time. How will you distract him?
Oh, don't worry. I have a little something special cooked up just for the occasion.
Have I ever told you that you are beautiful when you are scheming?
Ooh, not often enough.
You vixen.
Oh, you scoundrel.
It is now time, yeah?
Oh, kind sir, can you help me, please?
Well, if it is within my power, I shall do so. What seems to be the matter?
I was awoken from a sound sleep by voices outside my door. I could not hear everything they said, but they said something about the stern and about how this should take care of it. Oh, it was very scary.
Oh, well, don't be afraid, ma'am. No reason to be afraid. I will get some men and we will investigate. Now, why don't you just go and get yourself some rest?
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, thank you, ma'am, for doing your civic duty.
You are something to behold when you are working.
You flatterer.
Wait for me by the captain's quarters. After I have finished it here, we will purloin the precious Peril. And then, in all the chaos and commotion, tomorrow we will slip away from the funeral, yeah?
Now, don't take too much time and be too distracted with her. The patrols will resume when they realize that it is just a wild goose chase.
And now to hide myself, yeah?
I do not see my beloved anywhere. He sent me a lovely letter asking me to meet him here. I hope nothing is amiss. His letter was most mysterious.
I have you at last now. There is no one to rescue you. But I am sure that the widower Capitan, when he loses his precious daughter, in his grief, he will stop his boat, he will miss his deadline, and Maleficent Cyrene and I will slip away with the heart of the river and be well paid to boot. However, you need not perish. If you agree to come away with me, I will spare your life, and we will live this life of Riley, yeah? What was that?
I said no, 1,000 times no.
That's what I thought you said.
Aww.
Okay, your fate is sealed. I just have to push you and this anchor over the side, yeah? And then I wait for the captain just to push you, push this anchor and you, I push it in. Perhaps if you lift with your legs.
Hold fast, you scurrilous cur! What did you say?
I said Vandal has tied me to this anchor and plans to do away with me, so we will not make our destination on time, and my father will be ruined. Miss Cyrene is in on it as well.
That's what I thought
Really?
you said. Jonathan told me to check the rest of the ship. He also said he did not trust Maleficent Cyrene. I am glad I listened to him. The gig is up, Vandal. You might as well make it easy on yourself and surrender.
Ah, nonsense! With an anchor this size, I can just as easily dispose of 2 bodies as one, yeah? All I have to do is defeat you.
Aha! While you most certainly deserve the thrashing I am about to give you, I want you to know it leaves me no pleasure. I only resort to violence in an emergency, and this is an emergency. We shall fight under the Marquis de Queensberry rules, where you can cease your pummeling at any time by just saying uncle or falling unconscious.
You seem awfully confident of yourself, young man. But you may not realize that in my travels around the world, I have become quite an expert in this fighting style of speaking verbs that do not synchronize with the lips. How do you know this?
I am also a master of this style.
Yeah, you fight well.
I have strengthened my arms playing pickleball.
Then it's a water exercise with Jocelyn's group in the pool.
Lost. All I've been doing is playing bocce. Do you know that you fight like my sister?
Do you know that your shoelace is untied?
I would rather have my shoes untied than my fly wide open. You fight like a young grasshopper. I beat him up too.
Do you always fight with the shoes on the wrong foot? So, grasshopper, are you ready to surrender now?
Why don't you surrender? You are the villain. Watch out for the catfish!
Don't worry, it looks like a crocodile. It can't hurt you.
me. He said my baby looked like a monkey.
Well, don't upset yourself. I'll get you a drink and a banana for your baby.
Hey, I had to shoot my dog yesterday.
Was he mad?
Well, he didn't like it very much.
Come on, John. It's time to go to school.
No, I'm not going. I hate school. I'm sick of school. Sick of it.
But you have to go.
Give me 3 good reasons why I should go.
Well, first of all, you're the principal.
Hey, do you know what happened to me yesterday?
Well, no, what happened?
Yesterday, I let my dog ride in the back of my truck, and he drank a whole can of gas. When I let him out, he ran around and around and around in circles, and then he laid down.
Oh, my. Did he die?
Oh, no, he just ran out of gas.
You remind me of the sea.
Because I'm so wild, reckless, and romantic?
No, because you're making me sick.
Why don't you wash your face? I can see what you had for breakfast this morning.
Okay, Big Shot. What did I have?
Pizza!
You're wrong. That was yesterday.
Say, that bird flying by hit me right in the eye.
Oh, I'll go get some toilet paper.
Oh, don't bother. He's probably miles away by now.
Here's the pizza you ordered. Do you want me to cut it up in 4 or 8 pieces?
Oh no, cut it in 4. I'll never be able to eat 8 pieces.
Shallow enough, you can stand here. Okay, a little further, you can make it.
Thank you, thank you.
That's good.
I don't know what I would do without you, darling.
Well, I will have to almost drown more often.
Keep an eye on this one and don't let her get away. I'll check the shore and see if there's any others.
I have never seen such a thing.
Glad to see that you are safe.
Take it easy now. Take it easy now. Here we go. We made it. We made it.
And you saved my daughter.
Father.
Fortunately, as a sailor, I know my way around knots. Stop right there. Why are you stopping
You
her?
stop her. Well, Jonathan said not to let her get away.
Modesty said she's part of the village plan.
Everyone's on shore except Vandal Von Lech.
What? He's gone?
Yes?
Really gone?
Yes?
Oh, no. I always thought that one day. But now it is too late. The one man I could really relate to God. The one man who could really understand me. God. I waited too long until my one true love was gone.
What? I am your one true love?
Vandal, it is you!
Yeah. I felt the same way about you, my little friend. But I didn't think I could ever trust you.
Nor I you, my darling. Oh.
Such is the nature of evildoers. Untrusting, therefore, because they are untrustworthy. I shall fetch the nearest magistrate.
That will not be necessary. I am Oliver Worthington, a Pinkerton man. I was hired by the pushboys to go incognito on this trip, to keep an eye eye on the heart of the river.
Oh, my necklace! I had forgotten. Oh, now it's at the bottom of the Niagara River!
Oh, no, my dear. I took the liberty to have a cheap copy made, and here is the original.
Oh, thank you.
I shall go and fetch a rope for you to tie these scoundrels up with.
Just a moment there. If I am caught, then you are caught too. This is the man who hired me to sabotage the boat. This is Blythe Cheatham.
No.
That's not him. That's not him.
In disguise.
Oh, that's him. That is him.
Don't get him, Jonathan. Or should I say, Oliver. Give him here, we'll tie him up.
His plan worked. My ship has sunk, and I am ruined.
No, you are not. You saved my husband's life. The least we can do is replace the ship and all your lost earnings.
Captain Stillwell, Mr. Stallworth, requesting permission to court your daughter.
Permission granted.